If you are a cover artist or do you want to become one, you have to watch this video. Did you know that when you not write a song, you can collect money with it? You still have the right of income. It's called neighboring rights. In this video, I will explain what neighboring rights are and how you can collect money with it as a cover band artist. I am Cas and I'm in a cover band myself. It's called Friends with Benefits. And I know it's a little bit hard to earn money from your covers besides performing them. Sometimes it feels like performing is the highest reachable in cover world, but the information in this video changed my mind. Jingle! Let's have a look how neighboring rights are created to understand what they are. Neighboring rights have existed since the 60s, when it was finally recognized that not only composers and lyricists, but also performers and record labels should be able to earn income when their music is being played. So these rights do not protect the song itself, but the performance of the song. For example, think about a new song of Bruno Mars, broadcasted on the radio. Bruno Mars is getting money for that, but also the performing artists who are with him should be earned money, right? So, simply said, neighboring rights are rights that apply to the artist who perform music to another media expression, which is written by someone else. So, if your cover is broadcasted on the radio, on TV, or in a shopping mall, you, as an artist, have the right on a fee. In the music industry, a right holder is someone who owns legal rights to a piece of music, such as composers, songwriters, performing artists, or producers. They control how their work is used and they earn royalties from things like streaming, performances, or licenses. Every country has its own society which collects money which come out on the neighboring rights. These societies may decide if the performance may be recorded, if the recording may be multiplied or published, if the recording may be broadcasted or shown or performed. If you do a cover, you don't have the author or composing rights, so you have to type in your distribution platform who the writer is, the composer, etc. And the money will automatically be paid to the right person. The thing that you have to keep in mind, you don't have to permission yet from the record owners to cover the song. Don't be discouraged on this. You can easily ask permission to the companies by having a license. Some artists don't allow other bands to cover their song because this ruining their song. But the Harry Fox agency does that for you. By example, distribution platforms like DistroKid make cover licenses for you for $12 a year. So you can also use Harry Fox agency if you do it by yourself. You don't have to pay that money to the distributors. There's also such a thing as a direct cover or like your own version of it. I can give you an example. When I cover Creep, for example. So that's like the chords and the same line and the same lyrics. But when I do another thing and change the text or change the chords, so I just play other chords on it, then I'm the composer. Because I'm a creep, I'm a widow. La, 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 la. So in the Netherlands, you don't have a problem because it's all legal. And also to change the cover and stuff. But in other countries, this is not the case and it's more complex. Therefore, if you are going to release it on a large scale, it's always wise to ask permission from the original writers via their publishers. Every country has its own way to deal with neighboring rights. Sometimes companies handle with this and sometimes the government take care of this. In America, for example, neighboring rights is called performing rights, and this is being addressed in their own local legalization. Their income is not from the traditional radio, but digital broadcasting, and this is very big in America. The neighboring rights there does not work the same, for example, England, because they did not sign the Rome Convention in 1961, which protects performers, producers of phonograms and broadcasting organizations. This is because America is afraid to lose their power and control. That is why America has Sound Exchange, the company who collects money for the artist in America. They collect more money for their artists than any other collecting society in the world. So now the question, all these all these societies, how can they collect their money from each other when they all have different rights and different rules? This is what the transfer looks like between the, for example, English and American collecting organizations. They send an export of their system over the fence to each other. Then they match it with their own databases to see what rights they might have. Based on that, they decide what they pay to each other. This process is very basic, and the files are huge to contain so many tracks. As a result, it's very easy for matches to be missed. Neighboring rights expire 70 years after their release, so you have enough time. This is different than, for example, copyrights. Those expire 70 years after the death of the artist. So these are the steps you have to make as a cover artist. 1. Go to the neighboring rights organization of your country and sign yourself in. 2. Get a license to use the song, or let the distribution organization let it do for you. If you want to change the cover and make your own version of it, you also need a clearance from the publishers. And step 3, keep in mind you fill everything in right, such as composers and writers when you distribute it. And you're good to go. You can just hear your song on the radio and TV, and also earn money from songs written by someone else, all according to the neighboring rights. Thank you for watching. This was my video, and I hope you liked it. This was all part of a minor where I spent like half a year with an amazing class, and I want to give a special credit for the class because yeah, it was a long time ago. I had such a strong connection with a class. Thank you.